Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine with a 7-card spread. This is for Ellen Degeneres. I've been hearing a few stuff about her, that people are mad at her. They're saying she's a mean person. So I'm wanting to pick up her energy and see what her feelings and thoughts are about this. What maybe her plans are, or what her secret thoughts are about everything that's going on for her. So I asked the cards, how does she feel about all this that's happening to her, about people saying that she's mean, and she's a bad person, and just all the stuff that they've been saying about her. All right. So, but before we get started, this video is not made for kids. This is my brand channel. You do not have permission to use my video in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Also, this is for entertainment purposes only. The information comes from my tarot cards, my psychic abilities, and my spirit guides. All right? If you want a personal reading, you can reach me with the information down below. All right, let's get started. For the first one, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so with this card here, this actually represents her. She's the type of person that loves earthly possessions. I'm seeing that right off. And she feels comfortable when she has earthly possessions around her. I'm also seeing, I'm seeing that she's a little bit tight. You see how the man is holding on tight to the coins. He's got one in his lap, and he's got one on each coin under his feet and one on his head. So she hangs tight to everything that she owns, not just money, but everything else too. I'm seeing that she hangs tight to her beliefs. I myself, now this is me, I don't think that she's a mean person, but I do feel from the card that she's set in her ways. She's used to doing things a certain way, and in this card it's showing that she's really bold with her words. So I think that sometimes she comes off that she's being mean, when in reality she's just bold and speaks her mind. So, a lot of people are like that, and I'm like that. I always speak my mind, and my mouth sometimes gets me in trouble. And I feel like that's how she is. So, and then she comes off as being mean and rude, and sometimes she speaks without thinking. I'm seeing that she speaks without thinking, and then by the time it's already out, she's like, oh, why did I say that? So, yeah. Hold on. Okay. I had to stop the video because I had to sneeze. So I don't want to do that on camera. It's bad enough I'm coughing, but okay. So yeah, I'm seeing that she does use good judgment in business matters, and she has a lot of talents. One of her main talents is being funny, and she loves family. She's really, really family oriented. But again, sometimes she hangs on too tight to certain ideas or a certain way of living, a certain way of being the way she is, which sometimes comes off, gives her character a bad name, or comes off that she's mean on the inside. But in all reality, I do see that on the inside, she's very giving. She's giving, and she does have a good heart, and she does want to help people. It's just that she's also defensive, because she is I don't want to offend anybody, but she is a lesbian or gay, whichever word y'all prefer. So I think all her life she's always been on the defensive side, to where she always had to defend herself because of that. So she comes off as very defensive. And that's just a trait for some of those people, because they're always being picked on. And I feel like she was picked on, many, many, many times, to where she just became a defensive person. So she has that trait about her. And then I think people mistake it for being mean, or, just a bad person, when in reality she's just very defensive, because she's had to fight her whole life for what she is, And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Everybody everybody does their own thing, you know. Whatever suits her is her life, you know. That's her choice, her decision. I'm not here to judge anybody, okay? I'm just reading what the cards say. But, yeah, so, and I do see she's really, really quick to respond. Like if someone says something to her, she's really quick to snap back because she is a comedian. So that's one of the traits of a comedian. And then she's defensive, and then she speaks her mind. So all those three things right there make her snap back really quick. And sometimes it might sound rude or mean, but in all reality, I don't really feel like she's a mean person. You know, I just think that all this stuff is stacked up against her. You know, and then it makes her this way. And then, you know, someone accused her of being mean. I know she said some stuff. I don't know the full story because I haven't watched it all. I watched clips of it, so I don't know the full story. But this is just representing her character in this card. So anyway, let's move on to the next card, because here we have the Six of Wands. So I do see like she's planning a trip to go somewhere, you know, because horses mean movement. And this is when the person is either riding out, they might be going abroad. Only right now she can't go abroad, but this card usually means when someone's going abroad or just going on a trip. So I do see that she's planning something if she hasn't already left already. And she wants to get away from stuff. She wants to get away from everything and think. She wants to think about what's going on, what her next move is, what her next plan is. I kind of see her thinking a change of careers as well. I'm kind of thinking that this thing that came up with her kind of pushed her in that direction, or it was like the straw that broke the camel's back, to where she thinks, oh, you know, I've had enough of this. I got to move in a different direction. I got to do something different. And I feel like no matter what she does, she will be successful because of who she is. This is the horse of victory, you know, riding in victory. And then there's the infinity sign on top. So that little round circle is the infinity sign. So I do feel like no matter what she does, she will end up successful. I don't feel like she's going to fall. You know, people may talk about her and be mean to her and stuff like that, but eventually people forget and then go on. And she's the type of person that she's going to keep on going no matter what people say about her. And eventually she'll just be successful. I do see that this has hurt her deeply, that her feelings are hurt, and she's thinking of, well, how can I get my, what do you say it? How do you say it? Her character back, the way she was, like everybody once loved her, you know, because here's a card down here. I'm going to explain that in a minute. That's what that means, you know. So I feel like she's thinking, you know, how can I be back to the way I used to be? Okay, so for the next one, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a message coming in. So again, this is the card of success, solid foundation. So this is her in her home, in her garden. See, she's got a beautiful Garden of Eden. There's her house in the back, and she's got all her money stacked up and everything. So I don't see her suffering, even if, you know, her job gets canceled or people talk bad about her or whatever. She's made a pretty good living all these years to where she can take a break. And even if she took a break, she would still be like this maiden here with money in her pocket, a beautiful home, you know. She's pretty well set off. And right here, it shows the bird messages coming in. And that's just that message there, that she's not going to fall. She's not going to fail. And bad things aren't going to happen to her because she's pretty smart in money management, and she set herself up pretty well in her home. So I don't see her failing at anything. Okay. People are still going to love her. I feel like I still love her. I don't think she's mean. I like her. She's to me, I always felt like she was one of the most giving people I've ever seen, you know. So, and I'm drinking sugar-free peach tea. Yeah, and I'm not drinking Coke. Someone made a comment about me drinking Coke, and they wrote a book. I'm literally, y'all, they wrote a book in my messages. I had to laugh because, like, oh my God, you're drinking Coke. You better choose another drink before you die, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you don't even know me. And I never drink Coke. I think I filmed maybe in this whole year twice that I took a little sip, maybe about this much, of Diet Coke because I don't drink that stuff. Every once in a blue moon, I'll drink it, but I'm not a Coke drinker or anything like that. I do like teas, you know, and I'm also, I don't know if I mentioned it to anybody, I'm a vegetarian. I grew up a vegetarian. I've eaten vegetables my whole life. I rarely eat meat. I've incorporated meat in the last year in my diet, and mainly it's just chicken because I don't like red meat. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, now let's get to this one here. This is the one I was talking about. This one is about childhood memories. So this is, you know, the little boy and the little girl, and here's all the memories in these cups. So I'm feeling like she's wanting to go back to the way she used to be, where I think she's feeling unloved right now, like people don't love her or lost their faith in her. And I feel like she's wanting to go back to the place where people loved her and you know, just back to that Ellen, not to the Ellen right now where everybody's mad at her. That's really, really bothering her a lot, like a whole lot. She may not be showing it, but on the inside, she's a very sensitive woman. And on the inside, it's showing that it's really bothering her that people don't like her or they're mad at her or don't think she's the greatest anymore or something like that. So in her mind, she's thinking, I want to go back to the way I was before all this happened. And that's what this card is representing in her reading here. I'm also seeing that she might travel back home to visit for a while when she's able to. Right now, I don't think anyone can go anywhere because of the virus. But I am feeling that she wants to go revisit some old childhood memories, because this is about old childhood memories. It's an old-timey picture and there's a children. So I'm feeling that she wants to go revisit that so she can kind of like clear the air inside her mind, inside her heart, and kind of find herself again. I'm seeing that she wants to find herself, find the real Ellen. Where is the Ellen that she once knew? You know, that's the energy she's in right now. Yeah, and she will. I think she'll make it. I think she'll do it, because here we have her leaving. See, she wants to go in a different direction. So she might travel over here and then go revisit, you know, old stuff, old friends, old childhood memories, old places. And then here we see her leaving an attachment. So with this card here, this is the Eight of Cups. This is a person that is leaving an attachment. Everything that they love that was once near and dear to them is stacked up here in these cups. And they turned their back on it and they left. So I feel like she's also going to be in this energy where she might choose a different career, or just choose something different. But I do feel like this hatred that's being showed to her is what's going to force her in that direction. See, and this person's wearing passion, so, and they're going up. You see how they're going up the hill? So she's going to be searching for something better, something higher than where she's at now. She wants to be in a better status than where she's at now, because like I said, it's really bothering her that she thinks that people hate her or are mad at her. She can't handle that. So I do see her leaving. It might be leaving her job, or just leaving an attachment, or going somewhere. There's three actually cards here of travel. This one, and then revisiting here, and then leaving an attachment here. So that does indicate here that she's going to be making some kind of plans to either quit or go away or retreat for a while, or maybe change jobs or start a new venture or something like that. That's what I see with all these three cards here. Yeah. So, yeah, that's just leaving an attachment. And I do feel like, you know, abandoning your daily routine, or abandoning your life, or the way you once were, to seek something higher. Okay, now we have the Ace of Wands here. So with the Ace of Wands, that is the universe handing her something. Okay, it's coming out from, and it's good luck. There's a glare on the thing. But this is the universe handing her another beginning. Okay, I do see another beginning coming for her, especially since she's searching for it. Okay, so she's searching for it really hard. Not only physically, but in her mind, and she's wishing it. So with her wishing it, she's going to manifest it. The universe is going to hear her, and she's going to manifest it, and it's going to come out, you know, in the clouds here. It's coming out in the clouds. The hand is offering her something new. So we call this card the card of great beginnings, because she's already set off to do, you know, her thing, and now she's found a new beginning. So I do see pretty soon, or here pretty soon. Yeah, I see this card does show a desire to initiate a new direction, is what I'm hearing. She's going to have plenty of ambition and motivation to get it started. A fresh new start. I keep hearing new direction. I hear that over and over. A new job offer. I'm hearing a new job offer, a new attitude towards something. She's going to change her attitude a little bit. I think this is going to teach her that her old ways don't work for her anymore. And maybe she's going to see herself like, she's going to probably, like, it's going to be a mirror for her in her mind. She's going to be like, okay, now I see myself. Now I see what I need to change. Now I see what I need to do. Oh, I didn't know I was that way. Okay. So she might change a few things about herself, but she didn't realize that she was that way until she got to this point here. Okay. So this card indicates that. It indicates that she's going to have a new attitude towards, whatever she's going towards. A new condition in life is approaching for her. A renewed energy. I see a baby on the way. Now, I know she's not going to have a baby, but I kind of think she might adopt one even. Maybe. That's a big if, because this is the card of a new baby coming in, or the birth of a new idea. So it could mean that too. She might have it's the birth of a new life, okay? It could mean a baby on the way, or just the birth of a new life. And for her, since she's not going to have babies, it's the birth of a new life that's coming in for her. And I do see her doing quite well, because, she's Ellen. A lot of people love her. I love her, regardless of what she did or whatever happened. I like her, and I don't see her as really being a bad, evil person. I think the media is just making too much out of it, Maybe she had a slip of the tongue, like we all do. Who hasn't had a slip of the tongue where, maybe she was having a bad day and she said something mean. I've done that many times. I'm having a bad day and someone says something wrong and I bark back. Who hasn't done that? So I think they're judging her too much, and the media has gone crazy saying, oh, she's mean and she's this, she's that, and that's what's bothering her so much, and it's gonna push her to this right here. Yeah. So aces, when aces pop up, they always mean a new condition is entering your life, a new motivation, a new power, and you're going to have enthusiasm. She's going to have a lot of enthusiasm about it. Once she gets past all these feelings, she's got all these feelings stored up where she's emotional and crying. She's been crying, to herself, and it's hurting her that people think she's mean. And then she sees all this stuff on the media that she's mean and everything. So it's bothering her a lot. But once she gets to this point here, and then she sets off, she's going to leave all that behind, because this is what this card indicates. She's going to leave all those feelings behind, all those thoughts, all that energy. She's going to close the door on the energy, because she knows how to do that. She's got a very strong will. She knows how to do that. And once she closes that door, this is what's coming in for her. And she's going to be very successful. Okay, so now here we have the Two of Wands in the end. So this is her afterwards. She's going to be looking out to the world. She's going to be standing here, because this is a card of waiting and wondering. So this is the work that she's already accomplished in her past life, and this is the work that she's working on now after this new opportunity comes. And she literally holds the world in her hand, and she literally does. And she's sitting out, looking out towards her future, holding the world in her hands, and that's how she's going to be at the end, looking and waiting to see what this new opportunity is going to bring. And she knows in her own mind and in her heart that she's got the world in her hands and she can manifest anything. And she is going to do it. I do see her later on, after all this mess in the United States pass and all the other junk passes that we're going through, and all the stuff that she's going through. I do see her being successful and starting again, and she's going to be okay. I don't see bad things happening to her. I do feel like people need to leave her alone, and quit being so rude and mean and saying she's hateful and a witch. And I mean, people just take one little thing and they blow up with it, and that's why I hate the media. They take one little thing and then they blow up with it, and she's doing this and that, and she's so rude, and she was rude to me, and then they twist her words and all that. And yeah, so there you go. So I hope that she does work everything out for herself, and she keeps going, because in all hearts of hearts, she does have a good heart. I don't see her having a bad, evil heart or anything like that. Everybody makes mistakes. We're all only human. There's not one person on this earth that hasn't made a mistake. There's not one person on this earth that can cast a stone at her. If you're without sin, then cast the first stone. There ain't nobody on this earth that's without sin. All right, so yeah. Anyway, I gotta go. I have a ton of people texting me and calling me because they want readings. Y'all take care of yourselves. I know that, right? That I can't even say that. The thing that's going around. Be careful. Wash your hands. Stay indoors when you're supposed to. Good luck to all of you. And remember, pray, pray, pray. Form prayer circles in your home. Okay? Form prayer circles in your home, because prayer is the most powerful thing on this earth. Whether you believe it or not, do it. Because God has the final say-so. And we can change anything through prayer. Okay, God is with us every day, single day of our lives. So is our spirit guides and our guardian angels. We all have them. You just got to learn how to talk to them. All right, draw them near. Call them in and draw them near, and they will protect you. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.